Hello there, I am Priyanka and I welcome all of you back on our channel on behalf of the whole team of the ATI. Today we are going to talk about a very crucial and important topic, that is the miracle makers. And yes, you guessed it right. We are going to talk about these miracle makers who are no one else than our teachers, because today is the Teachers' Day. And I extend heartful wishes to all the wonderful miracle makers out there who are watching me today and who are going to watch this video. Happy Teachers' Day to all of you. A heartfelt gratitude because you are creating the future of our world. In this entire session in today's live, I'm so grateful and happy that I got this opportunity to talk to all of you on this crucial topic, that is how these people, how these teachers, they're creating miracles every single day inside those four walls of a classroom. These teachers, they are holding hands of those tiny students and they are helping them to dream big. They are making them enabled from the within and from the outside with the knowledge and the belief that they sow into them, one student at a time. And look at us. All of us, we can see all of these amazing people out there successful in all of different fields. But you know who built them? Yes, the miracle makers, the teachers. And today we are going to talk about all of them. A tribute to all of these miracle makers. Oftentimes, what happens is we overlook the importance of their role. Oftentimes, we feel that it is okay that these teachers are there, they served as a step, and we forget them once we reach to the next level. But you know what happens? I always remind this to all of my students. The ATI is training lakhs of students across the nation every single year, and we put this in our training specifically that these teachers, they play a very crucial role in our lives. They are not here to just come and leave. They give you a life lesson. They hold you for your entire lifetime with your thoughts. They give you this courage to achieve your dreams. They push you and they help you to achieve more and better things in your life. I take this opportunity today to pay a heartfelt tribute to all of these miracle makers. Everyone, if you are watching it today, thank you so much, teacher, for building our nation and eventually building this entire world into a better place, which it is. Without teachers, we cannot imagine any other thing. In Hindi, there is a doha of Kabir, which I would recite for all of you. It says that Guru Govind do khade kake lagu paye, Balihari Guru aapne, Govind diyo bataye, which translates to that if God and teacher both are standing in front of me, I would bow down first towards my teacher because of my teacher, I know who God is. So deep, so meaningful. And this is how, in our entire Indian culture, we respect teachers. We treat them equivalent to God, and which is true. Without these teachers, we are nothing. But this learning process, it is a partnership. It happens both the way. The student and the teacher, they both together come up as a team and they make miracles happen. Today I'm going to share one of the most incredible, inspiring, heart-touching story of Helen Keller and her teacher Annie Sullivan with all of you. I know that this is one of the most important and inspiring stories in history which people have ever known. What happened was Helen Keller, when she was just 6 years of age, she got infected with some disease, and because of which she lost her ability to speak, to listen, and to see. Because of which she was isolated, she was difficult, and she used to throw tantrums like anything. Her family had only one thing to give to her, which was sympathy. Let her do it. What else would a kid do? Let her do that. What else would a kid like that do? They treated her different. They treated her as a special kid and they started pampering her, because of which, by the time she was 6 years, she started behaving very badly. I'm showing all of you, look at the tantrums that she's throwing here. She had no control over what she's doing. She had no control over what is happening around her, how to react, because she's so lonely. She doesn't know how to communicate. She doesn't know that what is happening around me. She has no idea. She is not having the vocabulary, the words to communicate the way she's feeling. And she feels helpless. Because she's feeling helpless, all she could do is throw tantrums. She kept on throwing these tantrums until one day she got lucky. Her parents, they searched enough to find some trained teacher who can guide Helen into a right way, into a right direction. Because it was getting difficult to control Helen. And by chance, by luck, they got Annie Sullivan. She was a scholar and she was an amazing teacher, very empathetic, and also she had a history. She was blind for a time in her life also. So she knew what feels like when you are unable to do things like normal people do. Now this lady, when she comes to life of Helen Keller, she brings light, she brings hope, she brings joy, she brings dreams. She started training Helen, and she was so clear with one intention, that I want to give Helen the ability to dream again. I want to give Helen the wings to fly, and I'll do whatever it takes. She was very strict on one thing, that I would give everything to Helen, but not sympathy. She doesn't need sympathy. Look at the video here. She is giving a tough time to her. It was not easy to tackle Helen. It was not easy to make her do the things, make her understand, because for Helen, the words and the meanings were two different entities. She had no connection. And how would you teach a kid who cannot see, who cannot speak, who cannot hear? How will you do that? But but Annie has a special belief that someday or the other she'll be able to find out a way, and she'll be able to help Helen out. She started training her on sign language. She used sign language, and she guided her in a separate room. She took Helen away from her parents because in presence of her parents she was not listening to her. She wanted to take over, and Helen was a very intelligent kid. The problem was she was just unable to process all of the emotions she had. She was unable to process the insecurity she had, and she was unable to know that what should I do, how should I ask, what to do with all of these three things together. She was unable to process it. But Annie came as an angel to her life, and she started guiding her. And apparently, after trying for months, one eureka moment happened. One day, while pumping water out of the water pump, hand pump, Helen suddenly understood that touching this water, it is water. And that was the moment which Annie Sullivan did not lose our waste. She taught her with the help of sign language that this is water and this is how we say it in sign language. And there was no turning back from there. Annie Sullivan, she trained Helen with so many words already, and you can look into the video now. She's training her on flowers, garden, ground, mother, father, and eventually the world changed. Now Helen has word for all of the things that she wants. Now she can show in sign language that yes, I require certain thing, and the only problem that she was having, which she was unable to express, was now solved. What I want to tell all of you here is that Helen Keller became Helen Keller, known by all of us across centuries. Everyone knows her. Why? Because she had an amazing teacher, amazing trainer as Anna Sullivan. She was patient with her, she was kind with her, but she was very, very serious on this one thing, that I do not want you to feel pity about yourself. I do not want, Helen, you to feel that you are different and you are disabled and you cannot do something. I want to give you courage. I want to give you dreams. I want to give you wings to fly high. And look at the accomplishments of Helen Keller. With your permission, I would like to read all of them to you. She was the first deaf-blind person to earn a bachelor's degree. She published her autobiography in 1903. She published 12 books in her entire writing career. She founded Helen Keller International in 1915. She was a prominent political and social activist. She ranked as one of the most influential people of the 20th century. She remains an inspirational icon for millions of people across the century. All of this was possible because they together worked as a team. Annie Sullivan was a passionate, patient, and determined teacher, and Helen was a respectable and equally determined student. Both of them together, they came and they became a team and they accomplished all of these things together. And with this story, I want to tell you, bring the focus to the things that are happening today. As I already told you, that the ATI provides life skills training to schools across the nation, and we train over 5 lakh students every single year. And when we meet principals, the only thing that we get to know, the problem that they're facing is they say that students do not respect teacher. I ask you today that without respecting the foundation of the future, how would you ever be able to reach there, to the heights, to the pinnacle of success? You would always need a guiding force. These teachers, they are the lighthouses. When you are navigating through your life, it is like sailing on a boat in a huge ocean where you do not know what to do, where to go. When you get guidance from one of such teachers who are passionate to tell you things, please go ahead and grab them. And how can you get it? You can definitely get it when you are willing. It is said that when the student is ready, the teacher appears. So, what you have to do is you have to be ready from within that, okay, I will pay respect. I will do the things that are required. I will be determined to become the best version of myself. And I will take the help of my teacher in becoming so. I feel the biggest problem these days, which is intruding the teaching learning process inside the school or classroom, is that these students, they have got access to so many things. Prior to this digital age, the only source of information for students were reference books and the teachers. But today they've got access to videos and a lot of things outside. But you know what? You can never take away the presence of a teacher. You cannot take away the courage that a teacher feels inside the heart of a student. You cannot take away the personal attention, the kind gestures, the teaching learning process that happens physically in front of you inside the schools. But for this, only teacher is not responsible. As I already told you, it is a partnership game. So it creates a ripple effect. If the students, I'm talking to all of my students who are watching this video today right now live, when all of you commit that we will sit respectfully in a classroom, you create a connect with the teacher. When you connect with the teacher gives you the information and knowledge and learning which is required for you to pass through that phase of life. This knowledge transfer happens without hassle. But if some of you create that disrespect, if some of you believe that, okay, I know more than this teacher, and you try to create this vibe inside the classroom where you are not respecting the teacher with due things that are required, the way of conduct, the behavior which is required inside the classroom, what you are doing, you are ruining the whole decorum of the space. And because of which, what happens, the teacher gets affected. And not only the teacher, but the learning process gets affected. This learning process, it gets intruded. So I appeal all of the students who are watching me today, please pledge this on this Teachers Day today, that today onwards, you will pay, it is not tough. It is not tough. Pay gratitude for what you have. Don't take it for granted. Not all the students are getting this chance to get education. Not all of these students, not all of the kids around you, they are getting this chance to learn. You are getting it. Please respect it. When you come in front of teacher, show that gratefulness. These people, they are doing a tough job for all of you. If you don't trust me, you stay with one kid for 2 hours. You will understand how hard it is to stand in front of 60 kids for the whole day. They all come up with different problems. They all have different issues that one teacher is taking care of, ranging from 20 to 60 students in a classroom. Please respect that. This ripple effect is going to positively impact your life as a student, because these teachers, they're always willing to give extra. They're always willing to walk that extra mile so that you can be successful, you can achieve something. And these people, they're not steps to just Put your feet and move ahead. These people, they create the foundation. If you don't believe me, go back to the time when teachers used to say that, okay, if you want to write a A, draw a slanting line, another slanting line, and join them with a sleeping line. And all that you could do was draw a dancing line. This started from there. Okay, you were not in class 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 directly. You started from there. And these teachers at that time, they held your hand and they taught you how to draw that slanting line. And because of those small little learnings every single day, today you are what you are. Today you can understand all that you can understand. So imagine if you keep on paying the same attention, if you keep on paying the same respect, and you keep on having the same faith on the teacher, the journey forward from here, it is also going to be very smooth, very fulfilling for you as well as for your teacher. So, with this, I want all of you to start respecting your educators. These people, they're working day in and day out relentlessly for all of you. You go back home, you do your homework, you eat, you sleep, and you repeat. These people, when they go back home, they take care of all the chores. They take care of their family. They do all the work that is done. But before sleeping, they prepare for the next topic the other day because they know that they are responsible for your future. Okay, so I hope and I believe that you enjoyed being with me in this journey. And today, on this auspicious moment of Teachers' Day, you all pledge that you will respect your teachers. Say a heartfelt thank you to them whenever you feel that yes, they have helped you into something. Whenever, I don't say that you'll never make mistakes. If you make some mistakes, please apologize. Go ahead and talk to them about it. Tell them what is making you uncomfortable. These people, I told you, they are miracle makers. They have solution to all of your problems. With this, I would appeal everyone who is watching this video, please put into the comments that one learning that your teacher gave you which was an eye opener for you. A moment which was so kind that because of that interaction with your teacher, your world changed. My teacher, when I was in 10th standard, my favorite teacher, Mr. Patwardhan, he told me that Priyanka, always remember, attitude decides altitude. And those three words, they are here, always. And it was a path breaking, life changing kind of a moment. And I always remember this gentleman. What is that? What is that Eureka moment for you? Please put it in the comment box and let us know. And without fail, please do like us, subscribe to our channel, and share because we are going to share such videos which are going to enlighten you and fun filled. Thank you so much for your patience, for your time. God bless you. See you again with another video. Bye bye.